This year, Santa Claus is advocating for all children to not have faces. Christmas funfair events are now appearing in just about every major town and city across the country, and with Hyde Park Winter Wonderland being outrageously expensive, I've been spending the festive season checking out some of the alternatives. From conference centres in Birmingham to shopping centres in Manchester, just about everywhere is getting in on the act. But are these fun family days out, or just a condescending Christmas cash grab? In this mini-series, I'll be taking you on the rides, chowing down on the food, and breaking down the costs of the various Winter Wonderland style events, to work out which ones are worth your time and which ones to avoid. Today I'm visiting Winter Wonderland in Reading. Greetings from a very busy Winter Wonderland here in Reading. Really excited to see what kind of rides we've got here. It looks really nice so far, lots of nice little buildings and things, so let's go and explore and see what we've got. Well, we've got X Project, which appears to be some sort of gyro swing type thing, a massive wheel behind it. I'm interested to see how much that will cost. A lot of the big wheels at these events have been really expensive, so if that's good value, we'll give it a look. Some sort of fun house over there. We've got a Star Flyer. They're obviously in the news for all the wrong reasons at the moment, so I'm not sure about that. We have another Santa Express wacky reindeer as well, like the one I had in Birmingham the other night. Well, these are some of the best looking waltzers I've seen on my travels this festive season. These look really cool. Maybe it's time to get on some waltzers this evening. Sky Club observation wheel is actually only 5 tokens, which is equivalent to £5, I believe. So that is far more reasonable than some of the other options we've had. So I think I'll be heading up there later. We have Dodgems, as is standard. Oh, it's a really nice smoky smell through here as well. I can smell food cooking. And of course, as we've come to expect, we also have an ice rink. And we have some live music too. It looks like you can reserve these little cabins as well, which is quite cute. But yeah, they have all been reserved and prepaid for, so you can't just come and sit in these. So based on first impressions, my opinions are quite mixed on this Winter Wonderland. I think it's one of the best looking ones. It really does look really impressive walking around. The fact that the ice skating rink is covered, you've got all these lovely like wooden huts and stuff. It really is well presented. But the ride and food lineup is probably the weakest I've seen so far. So I'm gonna go grab some tokens. We'll probably do 3 or 4 rides, and then we'll see how we get on. But I think it's probably going to be a short visit tonight. So I have purchased 17 tokens, which look like actual real life coins. So let's go spend some tokens on some rides, shall we? So we're going to start the evening with X Project. This looks pretty gnarly. Let's see how it does. Project behind me there was really good fun, intense pendulum swing type thing. It obviously didn't quite hit the heights of one of the awesome Intamins, but I thought that was still really good fun. Andy from Coaster Crazy was telling me earlier that it was quite janky, but actually I found it relatively smooth. It was a decent length cycle, and it didn't overdo it and make me really sick. So yeah, that was fine. I think I'm going to do some waltzers next. To the back of my seat, as all good waltzers should. Oh, wow, what's happening? High level spinach. Good times on the waltzers. That span ferociously at points, really pinned me to the back of my seat, which is what needs to happen on waltzers really. If you're not spinning madly, then what are you even doing? So yeah, that was quite good fun. Whether or not it's worth £4, it is a funfair staple. They're always entertaining, but it's a one-trick pony. Right, big wheel vibes. I'm starting to see my breath now. It's getting to that time of the evening. It's definitely cooled down a bit. But I think some views up here will be pretty good, so let's go and experience a giant wheel over Reading. Where else? Oh, look at them awesome views from above. The lights pop, the red carpet looks awesome. Rides for celebrities. Some pretty good vibes up here, some decent views. I think it looks so nice from above. I think fairs always do, but the red carpet really makes everything pop. People can actually skate, which gives them a massively unfair advantage over me. Some sort of fight breaking out here. They've also got like pingus, little orange seals as assistants, assistant seals, and a polar bear, even better. Imagine being assisted on ice by a polar bear in a tie. It doesn't get any better than that, especially when you're in Reading. I have myself a Krakauer. This cost £9, and a pint of a lager called Lovenbrow, which was £7. So 18 quid on food there. I'm going to tuck in and see if it's any good. So food and drink was pretty good. I now have the tokens left for one more ride. I can either do this jungle-themed fun house. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be the sort of jungle that I'm into. Or we go get another really shameless coaster cred. I think the coaster cred's winning, isn't it? Oh, here we are, going on a Zen ride with the view of the back of two reindeers' bums. So final ride on the evening there on Santa Express, a rather shameless wacky worm transformed into a Christmas reindeer wonderland. That was okay. I mean, they are what they are, aren't they? Shameless creds for a grown man of my age. But you know what? That's put me up to 321 coaster credits now, so ended the year on something of a high. Speaking of high, look what's up there. I do quite like all the random flower lighting though. I think it's a much nicer presented version than the one at Birmingham was last week. This year, Santa Claus is advocating for all children to not have faces. He also thinks you should like this video and subscribe to the channel. And based on what he's done to these guys, I think you should probably heed his advice. Somewhere in Reading there is a garden centre massively lacking in summer houses because they're all here. That's all for my evening here at Winter Wonderland Reading. Overall, I spent £17 on rides, £18 on food and £2.50 to park. If my maths is correct, that's £37.50, which is on the steeper end compared to some of the others I've done. Ride-wise, I don't think the lineup here is as good as Stoke or Manchester, but I think this is much better presented. It's really lovely what they've done with all the food stalls and the summer houses and cabins and things. And there's a really nice feel and vibe here. So I'd recommend coming down here if you're local, but I do think there are much better Winter Wonderland style events around the country. So I'm going to leave it there for this evening. There is a whole playlist of events from the winter season up on the screen now. And you can also check out my vlog from Winter Wonderland in Stoke, which is also up on the screen. Enjoy your Christmas period and I'll catch you soon.